Good morning. So as you can see, I made it to Brazil nice and safely. And I just wanted to check in because I finally made it here. Of course, a long journey, but I wanted to catch you guys up quickly before other things happen. I took out my twists, and if you can see, let me show you in the light. It looks like I have gray hair, but I don't have gray hair, okay? I had color on my hair. So you can see it. I had color on my hair, and it ended up, that's why it was coming to my door. It had, it's growing out. So, look, it's growing a little bit. Anyways, this video is not about my hair. I just want you guys to see that I made it safely in Brazil. So, yes, I feel so good to be here. I'm so happy. This is my 30th country, by the way. So I celebrated last night. Not really celebrated, but in the midst of being out and about, I had a drink to celebrate my 30th country. Yay! So anyway, okay, that was weird. Okay, let me get back in the house. So my neighbor's door was open. Weird. So I don't know if he saw me or not, or she, or whoever's in that room, because nobody was in there. That was so weird. They kind of scared me for a little bit because I did not know that anybody was over there. But anyways, so I won't be going back outside right now. Let me look at my notes here. So I made it safely to Brazil. I am in Rio de Janeiro. How they say it here is Rio de Janeiro. That's how they say it here. But yeah, I'm in Rio de Janeiro in Brazil. They speak Portuguese here. But luckily for me, I understand Spanish really good. And by understanding Spanish, I can actually understand Portuguese a lot. So I was able to communicate with like the owner here and stuff like that at this Airbnb because he obviously can't speak English or Spanish, but it's been good. So last night I had so much fun. I'm sorry. They're doing so much outside. Like, I live right next to the street. Oh, by the way, the first night I got here, okay, so let me back up. So when I first arrived in Brazil, I stayed in the airport. Like you seen from my last video. If you didn't see the last video, I arrived from Suriname, which is another country in South America, and I was there for about 2 weeks, and then I flew here from there. I stayed in the airport for 13 hours. I ended up missing my flight. And I missed my flight, all my fault. I literally looked at my ticket wrong. I thought the flight said it left at 6 p.m. It actually left at 3 p.m. So I ended up missing my flight for a simple error in me looking at the wrong time. I don't know where I got 6 p.m. from, but I ended up missing my flight. They didn't charge me for a new flight, but they did charge me almost $300 for a no-show fee. For somebody that's frugal like me, I literally shed a tear. I did not want to spend $300 on an additional flight. But nevertheless, I made it here safely. And in total, I spent 13 hours in the airport. 7-hour flight and 4 hours to get from Suriname to Panama. And then from Panama to Rio de Janeiro was 7 hours. So in total, it was 11 hours flight, 13 hours in the airport, which half of that was my fault because I just looked at my ticket wrong. Did not want to call folk that money, but I didn't have a choice. Another thing too, this border was so easy to cross. Like, usually when I come to a new country, I get vibes, right? Like, I got robbed in Nicaragua, but when I first got to Nicaragua, I had bad vibes. Like, it was hard to cross the border there, and I ended up just having bad vibes, and for a reason, because I ended up getting robbed there. So it's like I could feel it. So when I came to Brazil, it was a breeze. I'm talking about went through customs, went through immigration, no problem. They didn't even check my COVID test. So this is my third country that I've been to in the past 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks. And nobody has checked this COVID test. I paid $100 for this COVID test and nobody checked it. Anyways, yeah, getting here was a breeze. So I'm already was like, okay, okay, Brazil, okay, you know, and what else? That's pretty much it. I made it here safely. Obviously, I have pictures and stuff like that. I had a drink. I'm not even gonna try to say the name of it, but it's kind of like it's like caipirirosa or something like that. But anyways, I tried that last night. It's basically like lime juice and like vodka or something like that. I don't know, but either way, that's what I had last night. It was so much fun last night. They were dancing in the street. This is during their elections time for their president, so they just chose another president. Let me show you the streets. They're filled with all of these like flyers for the president and stuff like that. Let me show you. It's real dirty out there. Okay, so I don't know who's staying next to me, but their door is open. Oh, dang. They cleared out the street. Well, let me show you. So as you can see, like, look over here. All of these papers that you see right there, that was covered in all of these streets yesterday. They did a good job because it's still early. And, yeah. Look at that. They really did a good job cleaning up these streets. Because these streets did not look like that yesterday. They did not look like that yesterday. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and get back in. Do me some little exercises and stuff like that. I did see a Domino's yesterday when I was walking on the street. So I'm probably going to be eating Domino's. But I'm going to be here for a while. So far, I am totally loving Brazil. Like, yes. And another thing too, I had a lot of anxiety about traveling here because like I just had a lot of anxiety because I had saw on the internet a whole lot of terrible things happening in Brazil with tourists, like just getting robbed at gunpoint, getting robbed at knife point, muggings, and people stealing their phones and stealing their money, and not just the regular, like somebody had robbed me by snatching my stuff and running. But here I heard that people, like, they drug you, they do all types of stuff, which I don't drink in foreign places and stuff like, well, I don't drink like, you know, drinks that some stranger gives to me and stuff like that. Last night when I drank, you know, it was 3 of us, and, you know, the waiter came and brought all of us together, and, you know, it was legit. But I just had a lot of anxiety about coming here because it was, I don't know, like I just had a lot of anxiety because I didn't know, you know, anytime you get robbed for one time, after that, it just really makes your mind just always on edge. So I just thought it was going to be really dangerous. I had heard nothing but really bad things about this place. Even at the other place I was staying in, when I told them I was coming here, they were like, you better be careful because they do this and they do that. This is on top of all the bad stuff I had already heard. So that kind of made me really, you know, it made me nervous, but I still wanted to come here nevertheless. But now that I'm here, I feel really safe. Obviously God is protecting me, but and I'm not gonna be just carefree, just walking around like, hey, I can't, you know, nothing can happen to me. But I am, you know, I do feel pretty safe nevertheless. You know, I do feel pretty safe here, and I feel like, you know, it's gonna be a nice place. So I want to do so many things here. So of course I'm gonna have videos and pictures of all the tours and stuff that I plan on going on, and not a whole lot of tours, but, you know, more or less. And yeah, just checking in, and I will see you in the next video. Look at all my money. Hundreds, 50s,